In the world of automobiles, few names stir up a cocktail of innovation, elegance, and mystery quite like Citroën. And among its many creations, one car in particular stands out as both a technical marvel and a cultural icon, the 1967 Citroën ID 21. At first glance, this car might seem like a distant cousin of the more famous Citroën DS, and that's because it is. But don't be fooled into thinking the ID 21 is just a watered-down version of the DS. No, the ID 21 was something altogether different, a car designed not just to move people, but to do so in a way that defied convention, embraced futuristic technology, and ultimately, helped shape the soul of French automotive history. Let's take you back to the mid-1960s. The world was grooving to the Beatles, rocket ships were racing to the moon, and the automotive industry was deep into a golden age of experimentation. In this landscape of chrome-laden monsters and roaring V8s, Citroën dared to zig while everyone else sagged. The ID 21 was released as part of the broader ID range, positioned slightly below the DS in terms of luxury and cost, but still carried that unmistakable silhouette that had shocked the world when the DS first debuted in 1955. It's impossible to talk about the ID 21 without appreciating its aesthetics. That long, tapering body, the sleek roofline, and the almost alien stance, it looked like nothing else on the road then, and honestly, still doesn't today. It had a low-slung presence, almost like it was gliding along the pavement even when parked. The front end featured a sharply angled nose, often described as shark-like, with single round headlights on the earlier models, though by 1967, some versions of the DS and ID range had the famed swiveling headlamps, but not all ID 21s came with them. This was part of Citroën's philosophy of offering technology in a tiered fashion. The ID 21 shared the same basic shell as the DS, but the differences were in the details. The bumpers, for instance, were simpler, with less chrome trim. There were subtle cues that made the ID 21 more utilitarian, more workhorse than thoroughbred, but don't mistake that for a lack of style. In fact, the ID 21 carried its simplicity with pride, like a minimalist design that speaks louder than excess. The ID 21 came in multiple body styles, including a practical station wagon variant known as the Break or Safari, which was a favorite among French families and even the gendarmerie. But regardless of body type, the ID 21 was designed with one purpose in mind: function through elegance. Every curve served a purpose, every feature had a reason. So, if you ever come across one of these floating beauties on the road, or better yet, get the chance to drive one, take a moment to appreciate the madness, the genius, and the elegance of a car that dared to dream. This is Heavy Duty, bringing you stories of the boldest machines in history, because legends aren't always loud. Sometimes, they glide.